Making movies is a matter of personal taste. Currently, casting directors may have to expend a considerable amount of time and energy consulting multiple resources to find the best people for an upcoming film. Our visualization, Making Movies Matter, allows a user to build customized teams of cast and crew and view team members' information simultaneously across many variables. The user can create teams based on who they think will be a good fit for a prospective movie. Alex is a casting director with a script by Hollywood screenwriter extraordinaire Janine Quackaloy. Her new project is a crime thriller tentatively titled Paragon of Fortune. Angelina Jolie has already expressed interest in the role of the plucky protagonist, Panettone Jones. Alex wants to make sure that Jolie would be a good fit for the project. He also wants to cast the two co-starring roles, Major Riley Octagon and Peter Perrell, and find a great director. The estimated budget is $160 million, so Alex also wants to make sure the team he comes up with doesn't tend to work on much more expensive projects. He begins by choosing actors in the search panel and starts typing Angelina Jolie's name. The spark lines below the names currently show the general trend of each actor's film rating over the past decade. Jolie's films are rated rather consistently over the years. Most of her work is fairly high budget, but she is a reliable source of revenue. He clicks on Jolie to add her to the team. Alex clicks on Jolie's portrait to view her experience in different genres on the radar chart. The radar chart depicts the frequency of films an individual has worked on in selected genres. He clicks on crime to see the number of crime movies Jolie has been in. He sees that Jolie has a good amount of experience with thrillers and some with crime films. Alex wants to make sure that her co-stars have more experience in the crime genre, though. Next, Alex needs actors for Peter Perrell and Major Octagon. Perhaps Jolie has worked with appropriate candidates in the past, so he clicks on Jolie's portrait to populate the Sankey diagram and looks at the three nodes linked to Jolie to see the three actors she has worked with most frequently. Alex decides to check if Seth Rogen might be a good match for the team, so he clicks the Seth Rogen node to add him to the team panel. Alex sees that Rogen has no experience with thrillers, so Alex removes him from the team. Since he wants to find an actor with proven experience in crime films, he clicks on Crime in the radar chart. Because actors is selected in the search box, the team selection area auto-populates with the top 6 actors who have been in the most crime movies. Colin Farrell and Jason Statham both have acceptable rating, budget, and revenue trends. Alex clicks on both actors to add them to the team. Now the radar chart is looking much better. Both Farrell and Statham have a good amount of experience in crime and thriller movies. Both actors have fairly similar histories in terms of ratings and revenue, and none of their budgets exceed the target $160 million mark. Alex decides to keep them both on board. Next, Alex wants to find a director with experience in the crime and thriller genres. He selects directors in the search box to filter results by directors, then clicks on Crime in the radar graph. He decides to make a new team for directors only, so he saves the current team of actors by clicking the save icon, then clears his current team and begins adding directors to the new team. Alex adds all of the top 6 crime directors to see who has the most experience in both crime and thriller movies. Looking at the radar chart, Steven Soderbergh looks the most experienced in both, closely followed by Ridley Scott. Alex removes the other 4 candidates from the team to better compare Soderbergh and Scott's trend charts. Alex decides to check the top directors in the thriller genre to compare. He clicks the thriller genre in the radar chart and selects the directors with the highest rating spark lines to add to his team of directors. Of this new batch, Tony Scott and Isaac Florentine have the most experience in both the crime and thriller genres. Alex sees that for each team member added, the 3 trend charts populate with movie rating, budget, and revenue of the movies that he or she has worked on. This gives an overview of career trends for the entire team over time. Alex can press the plus and minus keys on the keyboard to show more generalized trends or a more specific view of spikes and trend lines. Mousing over a team member highlights their experience on the radar graph and focuses on their trend lines in the 3 trend charts. Clicking on a portrait from the team section also shows each movie he or she has worked on as separate points. Looking at the director's trend lines, Alex likes that Tony Scott has consistent ratings and relatively high revenue despite variable budgets. Alex removes the other thriller directors to compare Soderbergh, Ridley Scott, and Tony Scott. Switching back to the saved actors team, Alex adds Soderbergh, Ridley Scott, and Tony Scott to the team to see how each director compares to the selected actors. Mousing over each point reveals a tooltip with the movie's name and relevant information. From here, Alex can click on a point to view the position of that movie on all 3 trend charts. This brings up a final panel with details about the selected film, including a movie poster, rating, budget, and revenue, when available, as well as a plot summary and list of cast and crew members. Scrolling to the crew section, Alex confirms that Ridley Scott and Tony Scott co-directed Prometheus. Perhaps both Scotts would be interested in directing Paragon of Fortune. He removes Soderbergh from the team. Looking back at the cast for Prometheus, Alex sees Michael Fassbender. Perhaps he would also be a good fit for Peter Perel. Turns out Fassbender also has experience in the crime and thriller genres. Thanks to the Making Movies Matter visualization, Alex now has a great starting point for casting a team. Time to start calling agents.